what it really boils down to when talking about becoming a content creator on YouTube. There's the obvious things, what everybody keep telling you about. It's about your titles. It's about your thumbnails. It's about how you edit and get the information out. How you add value to your titles. But that's just it. It's funny because it seems like it's just the opposite. Because it seems like when you put a lot of time into thumbnails don't really pull anybody, get them to stop. I do believe maybe it may be your titles. I do believe that. Because that lets a person know whether or not they're interested or not. I don't really think it's so much the thumbnails or the editing and all that stuff, depending on, of course, your niche on what you're talking about. I really do think it's more so about what you're willing to invest in and what you're not willing to invest in when it comes down to this. As far as whether you want to invest in some real information or just a bunch of crap. Like, are you just looking for YouTube for people to sell you a pipe dream or just to entertain you, or whatnot? Because it seems like the ones that are really putting out information, real authentic information that is not stealing it from somebody else, because it really looks like a lot of people come on here and they just steal content from other YouTubers. But then that make you question, like, are you really just wanting to see the same thing over and over and over and over again? Like, I've watched even several larger platforms. The titles might be different, but they're just saying the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over again. Like, and yet they still be getting a whole bunch of views. Or is it boiled down to what you look like? Is it your appearance? Do you have to sell yourself, make yourself look a certain way? Or like, if you looking extra bougie or whatnot, and I'm not picking at any particular person or not. I'm not saying don't look nice, fix yourself up. But some people say they want authenticity, but then they're focusing on what a person is dressed like, what they look like, what their hair look like, how much makeup they have on. Like, to me, you could wear that stuff and still be real, but it seemed like a lot of people do it to be something that they're not, and then people gravitate to that. So it's like you're almost selling your soul, so to speak, or selling who you really are in order to please somebody else. Even down to when they tell you, this might not be the niche you want to get into, but you want to, if you find a video that everybody like, keep doing it. But are we telling people just to do stuff because of for views? Are people really looking at this stuff because they say they want authenticity? Are they really looking for authentic people if all you're doing is watching the same people say the same thing over and over and over again? Or are you just being programmed? It's like, it almost feels like, I said in a previous video, like you're being herded. Is YouTube shadow banning people? Or your content versus someone else's on? Is it because they're trying to sell a look for the advertisers? Well, if you don't have that look, if you don't have that glamorous look, or you don't have that extremely poor look, or if you don't have that missing piece of the puzzle to you, then will they show that to their viewers? This is the real question that I'm starting to have. Like, are they telling you the real thing, what it takes? Or they're just like what a lot of content creators do, go to the comments, read the comments, see what they're saying, and then do the opposite of what everybody's saying in order to make it harder. Is this like almost like is this like a game of chase? Like, are we running behind stuff that won't happen? Because like, if it truly is about thumbnails, titles, editing, presentation, just engaging your audience, then for those that are actually doing that, then why aren't they are as successful as others? You know, I have my theories on it because of stuff I've saw on YouTube, from anywhere from people trying to get you to purchase subscribers, purchase views, and then they say, well, you might not get paid from them, but you'll have the look. Is that all we're really going for? Are we just going for a look versus reality? Like, it seems I've made a video about people, our society is just falling in love with lies. Like, it seems like that's the case. It seems like all people want is somebody to lie to them, to make them feel good, to make them give them a false sense of reality. It seems weird. Like, I was watching another content creator that I value a lot of her stuff that she does, Miss Auntie Mickey. Like, I value watching her stuff because her stuff is good. She give you comedy, she give you reviews, you know. And she made a good point in her video today where she was talking about the 62-year-old that just started in October. And I went to go look at that person's video. 62, just started in October, and she has over 80,000 views and have over 10,000 subscribers in less than 2 weeks. That would really make you wonder, like, you know, but is that the look that they're looking for? An older white woman who is sharing her story versus a older black woman who is sharing her stories. I hate to make it seem like it's about race, but what is it? Because you have two different, or not just two, you have multiple people that are doing the same thing, and one is successful, one isn't. One who have been on YouTube for years, another one who just got on, and all of a sudden they have this or they have that. It makes you wonder, like, what is really going on? Like I said, you know, I don't think YouTube is not sending this stuff out, but I've also said in another video, sometimes when you see stuff happening over and over, those are patterns, and it makes you question what you actually think you know, or what you're actually seeing. So now, I got a big question mark, you know, in my mind. What is really happening with this platform? Who are they really allowing to be successful or not to be successful at this? Are you doing like a selected few because they make themselves look a certain way? Like, it's almost like a joke. Like, we're going to make this person become successful at this because nobody will ever believe that they would be successful at this. Look at them. You mean? Or is it just the narrative of people just loving lies and liking false narratives and liking false realities? Is that what it is? Like, I'm really starting to wonder, like, what's the flip side of this thing? You know, if you have an opinion about this, or this has been something that's been on your mind as well, drop a comment, and let's kind of let's have a discussion and really figure this out on what's really going on. Because now even though, you know, the researcher in me got me wanting to look at stuff, just the analyzer in me is looking at what's actually happening. I mean, I see more people being successful through lies, by stealing other people's content, by using what other people have, versus you say you want authentic, but you really ain't getting authentic. You just literally getting the same thing over and over, and it's mind-boggling. All right, well, leave a comment. As always, keep be your brothers and sisters keeper. Keep God first, and let's figure this thing out together, y'all. All right, talk to you later. Toodles.